Okay, how's everybody doing this evening? My name is Kent, and the broadcast is EOS San Diego. I make EOS San Diego videos every single night, and I usually wait till pretty late in the evening in California. I'm in San Diego, California, so it's 12:20 a.m. right now. So I usually wait until the next morning just to make sure all the news from the day has kind of been out there, so I can find it, and also to find out what's going on in other parts of the world, because our nighttime is their daytime. So on the other side of the world, they're midday, and we're in the middle of the night. So I usually like to see what's going on by waiting late in the evening before I make a broadcast. But I make the broadcast every single night. And the reason I do that is because I feel like it's necessary in the cryptocurrency blockchain world. This is a fast moving technology. This is a technology that's at the forefront, the cutting edge of what's happening in our world today. And I want to make sure you don't miss any part of it any day, because I always know there's a few days slip by. And when a few days slips by, something happens that you're not aware of. Plus, it's very, it's a good idea just to stay abreast of everything. It's a good idea just to read the news daily, to make an hour or two search of the internet for what's going on with blockchain. And that's what I do. I make a search and wait till late in the evening on a Pacific Coast time to make these videos, because I want to make sure I capture everything from that day and make sure I'm as current as possible. And I think I am. And I think I do that as well as anybody does. So I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you watching. And hopefully I keep giving you good content and good information. And we will watch this grow together, as we all know that it will grow, and it will be technology that will be mainstream and future technology. And the earlier you get involved, of course, the greater the rewards, the bigger the returns, the more opportunities become available. So please pay attention, stay tuned, and let's keep going with this stuff and find out what's going on today. So anyway, I'm going to expand my screen for you, share my screen, and let's take a look at what's going on today in the world of blockchain and world of EOS. So first thing I want to talk about is I want to talk about this Bitcoin. Let's see. Let's just read let's see who it is here. The daily hodl again, and they have something out today. It's March 18th, and I think that's what it is on my calendar. Actually, we're in the 19th of March. March 18th. It says Bitcoin market gold indicator singles Bitcoin bull run plus Ripple, XRP, Litecoin, Ethereum, Tron, EOS, and Stellar. So here is and I'll read it right here, a proprietary indicator called the big Bitcoin sell-off November 2018 has turned bullish. Crypto Theist told his 24,000 followers. And let me tell you, on Bitcoin, that's a lot. On cryptocurrencies, that's a lot. You don't get the million followers on cryptocurrency that you do in some of these other YouTube channels. So I have friends, and then people know that I'm familiar. I have a lot of people that I'm aware of that are YouTubers, because of my daughter being a big YouTuber, that have millions and millions and millions of subscribers, but they're not covering cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies tend to be a lot less if you're covering cryptocurrencies, just because the nature of the fact that so many people still don't understand it. So if Crypto Theist has 24,000 followers, he's got a lot of followers. That's a major following in the crypto space. So anyway, 24,000 followers on Twitter. That his market gold indicator 3-week iteration just posted a buy signal for the first time since October 2016. That's quite a few years ago, when the price was BTC $500. So he's calling for an upswing. And I've heard others that are calling for upswing too. So he's not the only one. So this is market's looking a lot better. Let me take a quick look at CoinGecko. I don't think anything much has happened today. Looks like we're still right around 4,000 and above 350 on EOS. But let's get to what I really wanted to talk to tonight. I wanted to talk about this news. And here we are, March 19th, current information. Spain's Together unveils crypto debit card as Polispay is forced to cancel its MasterCard. Now I'll read it right here. Together, Spanish banking platform has announced the launch of its prepaid Visa debit card that allows holders to pay for goods and services using cryptocurrencies. Customers can use the card to make payments in euros or via Bitcoin or Bitcoin Core, Bitcoin Cash, Ripple, Ethereum, EOS, Litecoin, and Stellar. So that's quite a lot. Usually they don't include all this. EOS gets left behind, sometimes Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, but they're putting it all in there. So gosh, that's a lot of stuff being put into this prepaid card. In a statement, Together revealed that the card instantly converts the cryptocurrency to fiat currency. Wow, that's pretty cool. Users within the 19-member Eurozone block can utilize the card without paying any fees. We're moving into a different world as far as money is concerned. Digital money is going to be feeless transactions. We are so used to being, what would I say? We're so used to being for paying for transactions, for somebody to take a little bit of the transaction. So you have two people trying to transact peer to peer, but somebody else is in the middle of that transaction, a PayPal, a bank, whatever it is out there. That we're getting away from that. That we're moving away from that. That was a huge friction point in the way the world did business. The world does business is today with every transaction being feed or some sort of third-party verifier that impedes the transaction, that takes from the transaction. I want to say stronger words than that, but it is what it is. I mean, I literally want to say it's just a way to take money from people, but it's a fee. It's a fee. We're moving into a feeless transactional age, and that's where we need to be. So let's continue reading. The Madrid-based banking startup believes that with this prepaid card, is solving problems associated with making purchases using virtual currencies. Currently, spending crypto is a long and difficult process, involves exchanges, personal keys, and a lot of waiting. The company stated customers are expected to complete full KYC, know your customer verification to use the card. Therefore, they will be able to manage their balance online through a mobile app that allows users to trade cryptocurrencies. Together, which was founded in 2016, has stated that purchases are offered at no markup or are offered no markups to the exchange prices. Let's continue reading because there's an important part down here I want to talk about. Although there has been significant growth in cryptocurrencies used throughout the world, most companies and services providers have yet to fully embrace the technology. Adding crypto functionalities to existing card platforms will help to improve adoption. Together, explain that the latest development will allow it to incorporate this is where I want to start. I want you to pay attention. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, technologies to assist with financial management, product choices, and investment decision. And I'm just going to continue the reading to finish the thought. Together is developing the bank of the future, where consumers take full ownership and control of the services they use and go beyond solely interacting with euros and dollars. Ramon Ferez, Chief Executive Officer of Together, opined. So we're talking about there's no way of incorporating artificial intelligence or machine learning into a fiat currency. These technologies are starting to be integrated into this digital currency. And let me give you an example. With the machine learning and with artificial intelligence, it's a great predictor of what you will do. So by being a great predictor of what you're going to do by past experiences, and by learning by your habits and what you do this will allow you to have more security over what it is you do. Because if it learns what you've done in the past and all of a sudden there's something that falls outside of what you've been doing in the past, that's going to initially cause some sort of red flag or interruption. So in other words, if we had an artificial intelligence or machine learning, we may have been able to avoid a lot of these scams that have taken place. For instance, the telescam. I mean, that was huge for people that were stealing from other people. They threw out a fake website. They were able to get people's private keys, and they were able to steal a lot of EOS. I have no idea how much, but I think it was in the millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, probably more than we'll ever know. If there was something out there that could predict or know that was taking place, they could have shut it down right away by some artificial intelligence or machine learning or some technology that would assist, that had a digital component to it, to be able to figure out that something like that was going on. It would have stopped it in its tracks. Instead of people saying, well, we need this decentralized group of people and nobody can be have anything to do with anybody else, and that's why we have block producers that cannot agree on whether we should blacklist certain accounts, or block producers that won't abide by being able to agree on whether an account is blacklisted or not. And somebody like Dan says, well, that's a good thing because it keeps us all decentralized, keeps everybody kind of independent. But it also keeps us from being able to stop something or put accounts back in the rightful owners when something happens, like the TELUS scam, or somebody loses their private keys or something like that. So as this evolves into the next level, there's going to be some artificial intelligence, some machine learning that's going to help prevent stuff like that, and also help people to manage better. The other thing it's going to be able to do is it's going to be able to make income distribution more evenly dispersed throughout everybody's life, everybody's world. One of the things I enjoy doing very much is I enjoy watching YouTube videos. I love watching YouTube videos from other parts of the world. I happen to live in Southern California, and Southern California is a very prosperous place. Most people know that if you've ever been here before. It's a very prosperous place. It's in the mainstream of technology. You've got San Francisco, you've got Los Angeles, you've got San Diego. We're right in the heart of so much technology. But if you move to another part of the world, maybe move to some more isolated parts of the world, they're cut out of this technology world. They don't have a way of accessing so much that we access here. We have super fast internet. We have a number of different ways to be involved with, all the banking systems, all the everything is available to me. If I were in other parts of the world, maybe not so much, be much harder, much more difficult. As we become more, everybody becomes more involved with this kind of technology, this thing is going to make it so there is no need for this way people distribute income now. The income could be distributed more equally, more people can be involved, and that can make the world a better place, and that can make a world easier place for everybody to live in, and not where so many people in the world struggle, while other people in more prosperous places try to figure out a way to help people in those places. In the future, it's just going to be everybody's going to be able to do it themselves. And these technologies are allowing people to do it. And that's why I think this is going to make the world better. That's why I think these are inevitable technologies to take place, because people in the world want this. They want the digital peer-to-peer, being able to make transactions without any kind of third-party intervention. They want to be able to do it peer-to-peer. They want to be able to do it on a level field without any transaction fees and without any barriers or any boundaries or any friction. They don't want that anymore. That's part of the past. We're moving into the future, a new digital age, and these cryptocurrencies are going to be the new digital age. This is what's going to happen in the future. Allow people to make money by interacting with a technology. Allow people to be making money by being on an application, by using an application, not having people so that they're isolated from sources of income streams because of whatever reason. Education, because of not being able to access the internet, because of not even being able to have good sources of electricity. I've worked with people throughout the world. In some places in the world, they don't get consistent electricity. During parts of the day, their electricity goes down. They don't have good infrastructure for their electrical grid. So, I worked with somebody one time from Lagos, Nigeria, I believe. And during the part of the day, their electricity would go down. He wouldn't be able to be on the internet. So, yeah, this stuff is happening around the world. So, yes, these technologies are very important for everybody else, for everybody in the world to have an equal standard of living, an equal opportunity to earn a standard of living, not to be given it, but to earn it and have these kind of technologies that allow it. And I think once we get away from the barriers and all the stuff that inhibits the productivity and the mental, what would you say, the mental energies that people have, this will all come together, and we will have a more enlightened world. We'll have a better world. We'll have a world where everybody is able to produce and everybody's able to benefit from this. And these are technologies that are starting to put into place today. And I think the first step is to have something like this, something that's peer-to-peer without any transactions and that can be used anywhere in the world. And this is what's happening with the cryptocurrencies and the crypto technology. So I think this is exciting. I'll put the link below if you want to read it for yourself. And I think this is great stuff for everybody. And I think that this is the new way things are going to be done in the future. And of course, they're being done on a worldwide basis, not just in one country or one part of the world. This is a Spain. So this is being done all over the world. And everybody is going to be participating. And it's going to be a new time, a new day, a new digital age, let's say, for the world, for everybody around the world. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much.